It's Thanksgiving and Rise of Kingdoms, which for the gross majority of you means nothing, but for my American contingent, it's turkey time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Rise of Kingdoms gameplay episode from your very own Shappy Gaming. Today we are talking about a cordial invitation, which is the new Thanksgiving event in Rise of Kingdoms. I don't know if it's Thanksgiving Show, Harvest Road, but we have tons of new events in the game for all of you to spend your time and money on when you should be spending it with family. So, the first thing that we have today is Thanksgiving Show, and this is the Thanksgiving seasonal event, and this event looks to be the 30 gold head event. Not sure what I mean by that. I'll get to that in just a sec. If you don't want to listen, just skip to the chapter. Quick reminder for all of you, if you haven't already, I'm thankful for you, so be sure to hit that subscribe button right over there, bottom right-hand corner, and hit the bell so you get notified when new episodes come out. So, Thanksgiving Show is kind of like the hub event for all of the different Thanksgiving things going on. The first event that we have here is Harvest Road, which is actually really interesting. We really haven't had events like this come up very frequently. It looks a little bit like some of the ones that we've had in the past, like the 6-day event, but we have that right here. And so I'm a little confused, but let's see exactly what this is. Complete quests and different events will begin at different times, so just do them as you're active. So the first one is Farm Crazily, which is fairly easy. This is just kind of like Strategic Reserve, where you pop your resource buffs and you collect your resources in your city as frequently as possible, or you kill barbs, whichever works for you. But you need to get 60 of these chests, and thus far, it's been pretty easy to get some. It's only just past reset, and I've already got a bunch. Valiant Effort, complete escort quests on 25 stars. Yeah, we have a bunch here for Protect the Supplies, so I'm assuming we have Independent Protect the Supplies. It makes a return, and it's called the Harvest Road. Oh, and they have their little quest there for it too. So just try and get those done, and the rewards for that are 1 Crystal Key and 20 Raspberry Pies. What are Raspberry Pies, you might ask? Let's find out. So you can get Raspberry Pies by donating forks, which is, again, the currency for this event. You get them from a bunch of different ways. I think it'll actually probably show me if I go over to one of these. Thanksgiving Bounty. So you can find forks while gathering resources on the map. You can find forks while collecting resources in your city, or you can find forks after defeating barbarians on the map. Honestly, the collecting resources in your city is the easiest. You just pop your 24-hour resource production buffs, and you collect once about every 5 minutes or so, and you'll amass a ton of these. Realistically, they're not terribly useful. We'll get into the different rewards that you can get. Again, chapters will be in the description. But overall, really fun event. I personally always like the 30 gold head event, and personally, I do think it's worth it. So you get some Raspberry Pies there, but you don't get some drumsticks, which is a little disappointing. You get a healing speed up, which I desperately need. And there's the drumsticks. So if you do hit, how many stars is this? I want to say 40, 30 or 40 stars. Maybe less. Maybe less. If you do hit this, then you'll actually get the turkey legs, which is really nice because those you can trade in for gold heads. Yes. So if you come over to your rewards section here, you'll see there are 2 main currencies. You've got your turkey legs and your Raspberry Pi. If you've been playing Rise of Kingdoms for a while, then you know this is kind of how it goes with this 30 gold head event. But if you didn't, you get Raspberry Pies really by just doing those things I mentioned before. But you get the turkey legs by donating gems. So as you can see, we can feed our lovely turkey here, and we can give him gems or we can give him pie. And the gems buy you drumsticks, whereas the forks give you pie. And there's, these rewards, and you can rank in your alliance. So it's always good to push for these events. Personally, I think they're worth it. I'm a big fan of them in general. Now, what should you be exchanging your Raspberry Pies and turkey legs for? That's a really good question. So first things first, I would probably not do the 3-hour speed ups. Realistically, this is costing you 100 gems, which is worth it. I think if we come over to VIP, let's see, we can get an 8-hour speed up for 240 gems. So if we take half of that, realistically, it's not that great of a deal. I think, yeah, 150 gems for a 3-hour speed up if you buy the 60-minute. I don't think it's that great, but if you do want that, then you totally can. Personally, there are other rewards that I would really, really recommend that you spend your drumsticks on. So the rewards I'm a fan of are your gold heads. So this is 20 turkey legs for a gold head, which is actually 1,000 gems, which I think is worth it. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys think this is worth it? Compared to a lot of the other events in the game, this is actually a pretty good bargain, and it's half off of VIP, which is nice. So if you're in need of gold heads, this is a nice way to do it. And if you want to buy out all 30, and I have gotten pushback from this before, if you do want to buy out all 30, your average cost does go down because, again, you get these drumsticks for free a bunch of the time. So just keep that in mind as you go through and decide whether you're going to buy all 30 gold heads here. Now, the other thing that you might want to consider buying is the Blueprint Choice Chest for the accessories. So you can get Silent Trial or Delane's Amulet or Peter Sickle. Don't get Peter Sickle, please. Do us all a favor. But you can get these, and these are the full blueprints, which you can then craft. Personally, I'm a big fan of this because if you expertise these accessories, they can actually be really useful, especially in combat. And if you have 5 marches, it's nice to spread out those accessories, and the price for them isn't too bad. It's about 4,000 gems there. So not bad. I'm a fan of that. Or no. Yeah, it's about 4,000 gems, right? Yeah, that sounds right. And you can also buy some equipment material choice chests, which I am a big fan of. Here they are 500 gems. And if you come into VIP, let's see what they are. I believe there's 600 gems there. So it's a little bit of a discount. This whole event is a little bit of a discount. But again, really, I like the gold heads. Now, what you may be asking yourself is, Shappy, what about the city themes? Should I get the city themes? Let's find out. So we have Sower's Song permanent, which is cavalry attack plus 5% and archer health minus 5%. I really like, by the way, that they have 3 city themes to choose from. I think it makes it a little bit more fun. If they introduce more, it would just cause a lot of clutter. Second one is Harvest Hut, which is archer attack and cavalry health minus 5%. And the last one is archer attack plus 5%, infantry attack minus 5%. So if you are an archer player, none of these are particularly good. I would go with Harvest Cottage of them because I think that's probably going to be the most useful since that takes down infantry attack. But overall, these are kind of meh. Typically, you do want to go for health, and I would not go for Harvest Health or for Sower's Song, really, because unless you're never going to be using these troops, whether it's archers or cavalry, you never want to debuff your health. So I may get them just for the unlock and because there are achievements associated with them, but otherwise I probably wouldn't be using them. Also, we're talking about 5,000 gems for this, which is kind of a lot in my opinion. Let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think? Do you like these city themes? I'm kind of underwhelmed. The next event we have is Might and Munificence. So another lovely Thanksgiving event, and you can get some drumsticks, some turkey legs from this, but typically this is your 5-day event. It constitutes of gathering, doing your tech, killing barbs, rallying forts, what else? Upgrading your buildings, and overall just being super active. There are courier station rewards, buying gifts, donating tech. Really, what this really wants to do is get you to be super active during this event, which I actually would recommend that you are. Not necessarily for this. To be honest, these rewards are kind of terrible. If you wanted to take a look, you can click right up there. You get epic sculptures, 5-minute speed ups, and level 3 tomes of knowledge. Now, what I will say in defense of this event is if you are creating a jumper or a jumper account, this is a great time to do it because you can get these epic heads and then use them on your new account and then jump, which I'm a huge fan of. I think that makes it way easier, especially when you're starting out. So if you are thinking of starting a jumper group, this is the time to do it. And if you're looking for one, join the community Discord. That's linked in the description. I do have a bunch of people posting the jumper groups there. Now, the next different event we have here is Cordial Invitation, which is actually not bad. So the way this works is overall just being active. So you can create different items for this feast. So I can cook any of these, and you actually get the cranberries or sugar or water from different things. So if you're wondering, Shappy, how do I get these? It's all in here in this Prepare to Feast. And so what I would typically recommend is that you get the ones that you can and trade for the ones that you need. The rewards are pretty good for this event, and even if you aren't trading too much, you will want to make sure that you attend your feast. And if you are an R4 or an R5, you want to be popping these feasts as often as possible, because every time you have a feast up, people can come claim these rewards. And you can get an elite material choice chest, 3-hour speed ups, dazzling starlight sculptures, and some tomes of knowledge. So overall, I'm actually a fan of this. I think it's kind of fun. I think it's new. I think it's interesting. And so I'm a fan of these feasts. I think that you should be trying to do them if you can. And again, cook what you can for this different event. I think that it's a fun one. If you are looking to trade them, you can come right over here, or you can request whichever ones you might need. Last but not least, protect these supplies. So this event is a lot of fun, and the rewards are typically pretty good. So if we come over here, you can see that A, you can get drumsticks from this event as well, which means free gold heads. Love that. And B, there are rank rewards. So if you do really well in this event, you can get gold sculptures for doing well. And I do encourage you, do this early on in the event. And the reason for that is that if a bunch of people get 100% at the highest difficulty, then the person who did it first typically maintains that rank at top. So even if you're a whale and you do it, on the 4th day of the event, you still won't be first. You'll be 4th. And so, pro tip, get those done early if you're trying to compete in this event. Even if you are not trying to compete in this event, I would absolutely be sure that you complete all of the rewards, because honestly, those drumsticks are just going to gold heads and they are worth it. Last but not least, you may be wondering, Shappy, is the bundle worth it? A lot of people typically look at these seasonal bundles that come in and they either buy them or completely skip them. Personally, I like these bundles, and here's why. This drumstick, you get 25 drumsticks for this particular bundle, and this is the base level, which you can then immediately convert to a gold head. So this is one gold head for $5. It's not great, but it's also not bad. If you are thinking of buying out this bundle, I will have all of the different bundles and their prices posted on the community Discord. Again, link in the description right down below. So be sure to go check that out if you're considering it. Now, it is recharge rewards, and I may be making another recharge rewards video for you guys. If you haven't already checked out the old one, that's going to be on the top right, and I'll let you know when a new one comes out. But if you are thinking of buying the season bounty for recharge rewards, I actually really like that idea, namely because you immediately get that gold head. And it saves you another, 100 gems or so from having to go through and do it again with those 5 extra turkey legs. So I'm a fan of this bundle. I think I would buy it, at least the base level, and you get a nice little name plaque. So that is our Thanksgiving event. Let's see if we have anything else coming up for you guys. I want to be sure that I cover this event from top to bottom to make sure that you have no questions or concerns. It looks like that is pretty much it. We do have a War of the Ruins event coming back, which is what you may recall. You have one march and you can recruit more smaller marches and battle it out. It's kind of a free-for-all. It's a lot of fun. Personally, I really like it. It's much better than Champions of Olympia. So stay tuned for a guide on that too as well. I will be super active this week because I want to make sure you have everything you need. I hope that you've enjoyed. If you have, do be sure to hit that subscribe button right over there, bottom right-hand corner. Hit the bell so you get notified when new episodes come out. Thank you. Shappy out.